I'd like to talk about something that has really been bothering me as a middling millennial. My 20s was in like the 2010s, and I know I'm not the first person to say this. More experienced minds have been saying this, but I find it frustrating how we talk about Israel or we talk about the Trump administration like they just started doing fascism in the last 2 years. How like obviously everything that ICE is doing is so infuriating and disgusting, but people are acting like the police weren't acting like this in 2012 and 2014 when Trayvon Martin and Mike Brown died, and the uprisings that happened in Ferguson and the Black Lives Matter movement. Like, people, it's like the police are acting they acted the same. They pointed guns at people, they laughed in people's faces as they shot them with rubber bullets. They were happy to arrest them. It's just like so weird seeing it on the internet portrayed as this is all something that's like super new. Even in the first Trump administration, I guess Gen Z was like pretty young in the first Trump administration. So maybe a lot of them don't remember that the exact same thing happened when Trump got elected. Everyone was like, had this like fervor for him, and then like his first 100 days, he lost support with his main voter base. Everyone was pissed off. And then there's this like surprise or like delight that that's happening now. But that didn't mean anything for us because we still have Trump again. It didn't mean anything that he lost support in his base. He still got reelected. I'm sure when I was in my 20s coming up, there were, the Gen Xers who experienced the Occupy movement. We're looking at the millennials like, this isn't new. Or not even millennials, and it's not Gen Z's fault either, but it's like, I guess maybe the way it's talked about in the news, it's portrayed in the news. And then also, maybe this is, part of aging, because it's like you watch the younger generation come up and, there is a sense when you're young that, like, everything and you've experienced everything. And everything you've experienced is new and unique. I don't know. I mean, there's also the dead internet thing, because it's like all the opinions I'm seeing this espouse, like, this isn't fair, are from the internet. I mean, I don't know. I know a few liberals in my life that are like, I can't believe this is happening. And it's like, could you not believe it when, people were fighting for the right to vote like 65 years ago, and they were being sprayed down with hoses and chased by dogs in the streets? Like, I don't know. It feels almost silly to complain about because people know this has been happening, but it is the most frustrating when it's about fascism. It's just like, this country has always been fascist. And maybe like the most evil part of fascism is the one that's like acting like it's progressive and it's all about politeness and it's all about like, you need to be docile to prove that like you're worth peace or something. And that's a very like democratic liberal way of thinking. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating to not see people put two and two together. I have no solution for that. I think it does feel like this a bit of existential part of getting older, where you're like, but I have no mouth, but I must scream kind of vibe. It's just like, I watched this happen. I witnessed it. And now no one values what I witnessed. They have forgotten. And they will not wake up to remember.